Hi, my name is Pat Paquette. I am 22 years old and I live in poverty. Before getting an ODS paycheck, I was on welfare. No matter how hard I tried to make ends meet, it never happened. And there was just never enough money to go around, eat healthy. My rent is more than half of what I get monthly to live on. This is before any bills get paid. This month alone, I only have $137 to buy food, and that is for my personal needs. If heat wasn't included in my rent, I would be living in a heat or eat situation. The extra $100 would help me out a lot, so I wouldn't have to knock on friends' doors hoping to get a free meal. I believe that we need to put food in the budget and we need to do this now, ASAP. The 100 would be a great help for allowing me to eat healthier foods. It would also allow me to have less trips to doctor's office, the cafe, and the PAL program. I know how it feels to go hungry. At one time, I was homeless. Living on Ontario works. It wasn't for my friend Chris Sandler's parents, I would be living on the streets of Cornwall trying to stay at other friends' houses so for certain. Never knowing where my next meal would come from. I stayed with the Sandlers during the winter months. For this, I am very thankful, and still to this day, they help me out each month by allowing me to eat in their homes and when I ran out of food, and cleaning my clothes. I still use the GAPE service, and I have used the PAL program in the past. This 100 would help a lot of people living on Ontario Works and ODSP in making healthier choices. I feel it costs more to close a blind eye to poverty than to help. That was my speech, roughly my speech for the do the math challenge. I heard a lot of different speeches that night, and I still find that people are not aware of what's out there and what we go through each month. So I'm roughly going to do a little thing is, people who live at Riverview, I've been there too. They have 3 meals a day. A lot of the meals are gross, but that's the only thing, roughly you're only allowed to stay there a week. I went to different place to different place. Mainly ever always eating off Mr. Noodles, whatever I could afford sometimes. And I'm not healthy at all. I'm not. I was in a small bachelor apartment for $525. Lucky my heat and lights are included, and all that stuff's included. And if not, I wouldn't be eating. Or I would be freezing. That's my life. I live off $1,042 a month. How many of you can do that and afford everything you can afford? I can't afford internet, afford house phone, but I make sure I have it. What would I do without it? I don't know. Ask yourself. What would you do without food? What nights would you choose to eat and not to eat? How'd you do it? Would be happy and smile. And I don't. Smile or happy is hard. And no one realizes how hard it is. Maybe this video can help. Just for a second.